Hi everyone, we are the Simply Surreal wedding event planning team. I'm Cassidy Nyros and this is my business partner Shayna DeRocco. We're here in our office this morning. I'm going to tell you 5 wedding planning tips that we're super excited to share with you.
From the experts.
Yeah.
So our first one that we have for you guys when planning a wedding is, it's kind of a no-brainer, but start early and plan ahead. There are so many details in a wedding that take months and months, sometimes up to 6 months, like the wedding dress, a venue, that all have to be planned far in advance in order to be able to really get what you want and to be able to plan it out properly.
Especially in a small town too, there's not that many options that you can get last minute too.
Well, and we have hundreds and hundreds of weddings here every year, and our wedding season is quite short. It's, you know, from May to September. So if you're having your wedding in between there, you definitely want to spend some time to start early and plan ahead.
Yeah, and most of the venues are already booking like 2 years in advance. So
we have had some of the venues that are already booked 2 years in advance. So that would be our first tip. Start early and plan ahead.
Our second tip would be, and this one also seems kind of obvious, but we have a lot of people that just don't know, you need to nail down a budget. It's really hard to go in saying, well, I think around this much, but it's really important that you nail down a specific budget as to what you want to spend.
And it's really easy with weddings to be able to kind of go overboard. We, you know, all of us want that Pinterest wedding, or we want the wedding that we dreamed of from when we're little, but interestingly enough, it all costs money. And a lot more money probably than most would think. So our second tip would be definitely to get a budget. Probably your best bet is to do a spreadsheet and get down everything that you want, everything that you need. Make sure to allocate the money to the things that you absolutely need, and then go from there and see where you can kind of fit in other things and what you can budget for, and speak to your families. If you have, maybe you're able to pool some funds in with your family, or they're willing to support you that way, but get down exactly how much you're able to spend and then go to your vendors after that.
Right. We always start with our brides and say, okay, what's the most important thing, and let's allocate the most kind of there. And if you want it to look amazing, then we'll start there and put most of our focus on there. What's most important there? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. So
our third tip is kind of along those lines, along with the budget, is you want to do good research. Find out prices and the quality of the vendors, because you know, it's not necessarily that the higher the prices, the better the quality, and it's not necessarily that just because someone is cheaper doesn't mean that they're not good.
And also available too. It's kind of hard. Most people think, you know, oh, I found so-and-so in whatever town that has the cheapest linens or whatever, but it's sometimes such a hassle to just get that from them to the venue and then return it after, that really it's not even worth it to spend. Like, you might as well just spend the extra money.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things too, is that because Lethbridge is a smaller city, that we have the opportunity of word of mouth, and a lot of past brides have used different vendors, had experiences with them. So really, it's great to ask around. If you have in your budget, you have availability for a wedding planner. One of the things with wedding planners is they have used a variety of the vendors and have had great experiences or not so great experiences, and they kind of know already price-wise and price range, so they can help you, save you time as well as save you money in that regard.
And stress.
And stress.
Our fourth tip is be selective with your guest list. We often remind people that it costs about, on average, $100 per person that you invite to your wedding.
Yeah, with food, and when you count in decorations on the tables and stuff, it ends up costing about $100 per person.
Which is surprising.
Yeah,
you don't think about it that way.
Yeah, but when you put it in those words, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of think about, okay, who should we have at our wedding? We often get a lot of times people will come in and, oh, we've invited 200, but we're hoping for 150. And that's fine, except for a lot of times those people end up coming, and then you're stuck in trying to.
Which is unfortunate sometimes, because sometimes you have a venue that can only fit 150. So you need to make sure you have your guest list kind of in your mind before you book places as well, and don't be hoping for that much, but you know.
And remember, it's your day. So the people that are there, you want to be able to have them there to support you, and not have to worry about things, and not have to feel like you have to invite people, but that it's people there to support you and to celebrate your love. And so it's your day. Be selective with your guest list, and make sure that the people that you invite is there to make the day.
They're there for you.
They're there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then our fifth tip is to spend the time to make your wedding personal, but don't stress over the details. Yeah. It's hard these days with Pinterest and with all of the things that are going on, and there's so many great ideas that you can make unique or make according to the couple. But it is your day. You want to be able to allow your love story or your personalities to shine through, whether it's through the decorations or whether it's through just different ideas. Make it personal. And put some of your likes and your vision into the
Pinterest is great, has lots of ideas, but you do too. I would suggest, like go with your gut as well, because you have lots of good ideas that'll really make your spot shine through, I think.
Yeah, and to make the wedding show your guys' love story and who you are as a couple as well. So those are our 5 tips for today. The first one was plan ahead and start early.
Second was nail down a comfortable budget, but realistic budget as well.
Yeah. And the third was to do good research and take the time to look into available vendors as well as pricing.
And ask around.
Yes.
Make sure you get lots of tips. Our fourth one was be selective with your guest list.
And the fifth one is to take some time to make your wedding personal, but don't stress over the details. So it's the 5 tips that we have for you today. We do actually, this is a 2-part segment because we have so many for you. So stay tuned for next time. We'll have 5 more wedding planning tips on how to make your vision come to life and how to make your wedding personal to you.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Simply Surreal Events. You can contact us if you have any questions. Look us up online.
Or phone us. Our phone number is 403-635-0203. Take care.